Hello people, it's Elian, and as I promised, I made this tutorial in order to answer the questions that you asked on the Instagram story about how to steal colors from an image and apply them to your photo. Today, I am working with the image of Mona Lisa and apply to a photo that I recently used for retouching. So as you can see on the side of the layers, I'm having two images, background, which is the main image right here, and Mona Lisa, which I'm using as a reference image. Each image works with 3 layers of colors. So those are the highlights, in this case right here, the shadows right here, and the midtones. So in order to start, there's only one tool we're going to be using today. It's the curves tool. I love curves. I like using curves in Photoshop, obviously. But before using curves, we're going to average the colors of the highlights, the midtones, and the shadows. So then we can get those colors and apply to our respective image. So first, make sure that Mona Lisa is selected. Select the lasso tool and select the area manually that you want to average the colors from. In this case, right here. Go to Filter, Blur, Average. Control D to deselect. Go to the midtones, right here. Now go Filter. As you can see, Average is already on the top, or you can click Alt, Control F as shortcut, and then there you go. Control D again, and go to the shadow area. Filter, Average. Control D. Okay, let's zoom out. Now we are going to use the curves. So go to this half moon, as I call it. Click here, go to curves. And remember, the curves has to be on top of your reference image and on top of your image in this case. By default, Photoshop, I don't know why it does this, it default selects the blank area, in this case the white space. So what you're going to do in order to get the results, because it's not going to work if you leave it here on the layer mask, so you're going to click the layer thumbnail in order to work. And the curves tool has, again, 3 main indicators or picker tools. So in this case, highlights, midtones, and shadows. So first, let's zoom into our Mona Lisa image. Double click the highlight color picker and click on the highlights you just created earlier. You averaged once, hit OK, click No, zoom out. Now click on the highlights of your image, and boom, the color highlights are applied. Again, go zoom in. Now click on the midtones on the curves, double click it. Click on the midtones on Mona Lisa, hit OK, click No, easy. Zoom out, and now click on the midtones of your image. Let's just say right here. Now, what is nice about this tool is that you can click anywhere and you can experience different results. So I'm going to try and keep it as Mona Lisa as I could possibly can. Again, now zoom in, click the shadow color picker, double click it. Get the shadow colors, click OK, click No, zoom out, and now you click on the shadow area like this. And as you can see, the colors are pretty much similar. A lot of people might ask, now how can I modify the background? How can I get that greenish background and so on? So that's extra. We can do that later. But for so far, as you can see, 80%, 90% of the colors that I wanted from my reference image are applied to my photo. So in order to add more to it, now what you can do is, again, add another curves. Now you can work on the layer mask, and you can apply, like you can use less contrast, you can give more contrast, you can increase the midtones, like increase the highlights and so on, but not much. And change the blending mode from normal, because you don't want to affect the colors, to luminosity. And you're done. As you can see, let me do just a before and after. Let me turn off Mona Lisa. Before, after, before, after, and the reference of Mona Lisa. Now I use this technique a lot. I use it, for example, right here from an upcoming movie. I got a screenshot of the trailer, insert it to Photoshop, and then just use the same technique to apply those colors to my respective image. And remember, this may not only work with your images. I hope that the AI soon will allow us to do this with video as well. I mean, you can do this also on the video, but it is a bit more difficult. Otherwise, this is a cool technique that you can apply on the photos that you do daily. So again, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.